You don't have to lift heavy weights or spend hours in the gym to build serious strength. There's a training method that can make you stronger, protect your joints, and save you time, and it doesn't even require movement. It's called isometric training, and today, I'll show you the top 5 benefits that prove why this might be the most underrated form of strength training ever. I've been in fitness for over 20 years, and trust me, when done right, isometrics can completely change how your body performs. But if you don't give them a go, you'll be missing serious gains, and all that without moving a single weight. Let's start with the first benefit, the one that explains why even top athletes use this method to build raw power without risking injury. If you think strength comes only from lifting heavy, think again. Isometric training builds raw strength by maximizing time under tension. That's the secret every pro athlete talks about. Why? Because it works. When you hold a muscle contraction, you fire nearly every muscle fiber at once. That means maximum recruitment, maximum tension, and maximum strength, all in a controlled position. Isometric training isn't just a gimmick. In one study, it delivered superior strength gains compared to traditional dynamic lifts, especially when you hold at challenging joint angles. And get this, meta-analysis showed people gained up to 23% muscle size increases and up to 91% strength improvements using proper isometric protocols. So how do you unleash this power? Start simple. A wall sit, a mid-push-up hold, or plank for 20 to 30 seconds. Tighten every fiber. Feel your limbs quiver. That's exactly what you want. And the best part? You can push your limits without pushing your luck. You will have safe and joint-friendly training. And that's the second benefit of isometric exercises. Unlike dynamic lifting, isometrics put almost zero stress on your joints and connective tissues. You control both resistance and range, which means no risky form breakdown, no sudden jerks, and no overextension. If you've ever had knee, shoulder, or lower back issues, isometric holds let you strengthen the muscles around the joint without aggravating it, perfect for long-term joint health. But what if I told you that just 7 seconds could make you stronger? 7 seconds. That's faster than most people spend scrolling through gym selfies. Studies show that brief, high-effort, isometric contractions can stimulate noticeable strength gains in each muscle group, because the body responds to tension, not motion. It's not how long you move, it's how intensely you contract. And if you don't trust me, try this. Pick a few compound positions like a push-up hold, squat hold, or plank, and go all out for 10 to 20 seconds each. You'll get more done in minutes than most people do in half an hour. But don't think this is just for convenience. Isometrics build the foundation that everything else relies on. Here's something most lifters ignore. Your muscles aren't the only things doing the work. Your tendons and ligaments are the cables and bolts that hold you together. And when they're weak, something will snap. Isometric exercises strengthen those deep stabilizers better than almost any other training method. They make your joints bulletproof, your movements more powerful, and your recovery faster. If you've ever hit a plateau or dealt with nagging injuries, this is how you fix both, by training smarter, not harder. Speaking of fixing things, let's talk about what happens when you actually are injured. Even if you're injured, you don't have to stop training. That's one of the biggest reasons physiotherapists love isometric exercises. They're used all over the world to help people rebuild strength safely after an injury, surgery, or even chronic pain. Because there's no joint movement, you can train the muscle without aggravating the injured area, keeping strength and stability during recovery. You're training the brain-muscle connection, keeping those neural pathways alive while everything else heals. And in many cases, consistent isometric training can even prevent surgery, because you're restoring stability and balance before things get worse. Isometric training is a science-backed method to build serious strength, protect your joints, and save time, all without needing heavy weights or fancy equipment. If you've been ignoring isometrics, now's the time to put them back on your radar. And if you need a starting point with that, click the video on the screen, and I'll catch you there.